Hi, I'm Alex of Blizzard Watch, and you're listening to the Twisted Nether blogcast.
Welcome to the Twisted Nether blogcast, your home for the voices and faces of the world of Warcraft. With your hosts, Bimless, Hydra, and Zabina. Time to get twisted.
Hooray!
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Talk over the intro. It's quite alright.
Yeah, like I haven't done this a couple of hundred
Never.
episodes.
I'm just gonna talk. Hello and welcome. I'm Fimless.
I'm Zabina.
And I'm Hydra, and this is episode 267 of the Twisted Nether blogcast.
We are recording live on Friday, September 30th, 2016.
And today we are going to be doing something different and new. Well, for us anyways.
Yes, we are going to be talking about WoW.
That does sound new for us, but that isn't the new part.
No, the new part is that we are going to be playing and streaming WoW while we do it.
Oh yeah! Not only that, but
It's supposed to be more like, oh yeah, like I forgot.
oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't get the note that I was supposed to go. Oh yeah.
It
Because you
sounded like
said
she's
we're-
about to say,
yeah.
But wait, there's
Wait.
one more thing.
More.
There's
It
more.
is, though.
Not only that, but we are going to be streaming us doing a dungeon with some of my guildmates.
That's why I had to have you say it.
Well,
That's just
Oh,
what your
yeah.
guildmates- Oh yeah. You should have said it like the Kool-Aid man.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Break through a wall. Great! Okay, intro over. Let's get in the game. Wait,
Woohoo.
Hydra has another thing to say before.
Wait, I have another thing.
I
Wait,
figured I'd have to
before
tell
you
her.
do that, I just want to let everyone know that our latest T-shirt, our BlizzCon one, although it doesn't say BlizzCon on it, is up on the D20 Crit Loose store. The link will be in the show notes.
And anyone looking at the video, because we also are doing something new, which is we have video streaming
I know.
and stuff. The shirt is showing now under Fimless. So if you want to go look,
I want
you
to see
can
which
see the
one.
shirt.
Oh, I don't see it. Oh, it's
Well,
the
it takes
delay.
a while delayed. So it's nice. It has the logo. It has headphones with like the little mic on it, and Twisted Nether blogcast and TwistedNether.net. So it's very simple, but
That's going to be so distracting seeing us delayed by like 30 seconds.
Don't look at the
don't
stream.
look at the stream. I have
I
it
know,
off.
I'm changing
I have
stream.
paused
I have
the
it
stream and it's off. Just make sure you don't
Okay.
have the
I
audio
have
on
it
the stream on. because
going,
that'd be
but
bad,
I
'cause then it
don't
would
have it
record.
up. I can't see it.
Yes. So.
All right, kids.
Now we're in the game. I'm going to switch my video feed over to our game stream video feed. Look at that. Sweet.
Finless did. This is so nice. If you guys, he was so on top of it.
Yes. So we are now in the game. Welcome to my interface. I've covered up as much of it as I can.
I need to change my talents, so I am
Oh,
not
I probably
ripping,
need to get a pet. Okay.
yeah, ripping
so
aggro from my tank like a proper warlock.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want is fine.
Okay,
Heroic,
I-
or regular,
Oh,
whatever.
see, my interface is worse than yours. It's okay.
I want
Mine's all hidden.
vault.
You want to do vault? That's true.
I have decided.
Okay, that's fine.
So
So,
that-
let's queue
Wait.
whoever is the leader. Queue for vault then.
Oh, that would be me. I guess that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, you would go in and queue us for vault.
Okay, I'm not used. Like I said, I'm used to just being slapped into a group. So let me find this dungeon finder.
And that's
vault.
probably one of the only ones that's good. It's great.
That's probably the only ones that's good.
But I don't have a quest in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, then we could do Black Rock Hold.
No,
don't
go
have
for it.
No, we could do Black Rock.
Whatever. Ooh, really loud. I am a DP. Ooh, there's like a big thing of. That's interesting. Hey, that was a quick queue. Oh wait, because we have all 5. Yay! I've never been
Yes.
in here. This is a new experience.
neither.
For me.
It will be.
Oh, okay. Ooh, look, I'll be a proper warlock and throw down a soul well.
Ooh, we
Since
can do that.
my
Cookies.
our healer, who's usually normally our tank, he
She's
likes
just
our.
trying to make me look bad. That's
Cookies.
what it is.
No, I'm quick because Tyr likes my warlock cookies because I'm the.
We're like double warlock. It's
Yeah,
really
as
weird.
tank, he's realized what is with all the goats?
Oh, my goats.
That's with all the goats.
The
Do you
two
do
goats?
normal or heroic, girl?
I don't know what I queued for.
We are
What are we in for? I can't see.
normal.
That's a good
Normal.
question.
Normal.
What are we in for?
We're in for something weird. Strange things are afoot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's too late. Well, we could always do normal, quick, and then do something else quick, too. We'll see how long we have.
We could do Volt after this.
Normal,
All right.
quick,
Who is the
finish
tank?
Who is the tank?
Got it.
Kata. Kata
The
should be
one-
tank.
The pally.
Yeah, he has a tendency to not have clothes on. So the fact that he's pantless is, my understanding, is a typical tank thing.
Okay.
So
What?
Don't.
I never tanked pantless. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
then maybe you're not tanking with the right tanks. Because all of my tanks have always been pantless, so I don't know. But he's a paladin with a thong on, so yeah,
It's
Well, it's
fine.
transmog.
it's
so-
fine. Yeah, transmog. Okay,
Whatever.
ready, set, go.
Well, he can't hear you, so you don't
I
have to
know.
type it.
Okay, so we were talking about the stories, and I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we're just
Talk about stuff. We have to
stuff
make the
to talk about,
audio
okay.
like interesting too. Remember, so
audio interesting.
yeah, because
We're
we have
supposed to be
audio. People
interesting?
might just as interesting as we have our.
Oh,
audio.
that means we have to describe things like we
Oh.
normally do
So
when we podcast.
So yeah, we're doing Blackrook Hold, right? And this is one of the 110 instances, right? That you can only do when you're 110, I believe. I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong on that.
Yeah. Well, Zabina needs her warlock quest in here, so we're going to do this, and then hopefully we'll have time to do vaults really quick after that.
So now we're
but,
clearing trash. As
yes.
usual.
And I have found that raiding and inappropriate conversations and tankless pants are pretty typical.
Tankless pants?
Tankless? Pants?
Pants with no tank.
With no tank?
Yes. Those are
So,
pants with well, if the tank has no pants, then their pants have no tank.
we'll drop. They can't drop. Their pants can't drop if they
That's
have
true.
no pants. Anyways, so Tyr, who is healing us, is normally our raid tank, and he healed us last expansion, and so we were running a bunch of heroics, and no, we weren't running heroics. It was a random night of us going to transmog gear. That's what it was. That's why I was wondering. I'm like, no, there was more than 5 people there. That was like the part, like a good chunk of the guild was there. And for some reason, the first week of raiding, we decided to go do a bunch of transmog runs because that's what you're supposed to do to get ready for raids, right? You have to go get good transmog.
Of course.
And
Sure.
yeah, that makes sense. And so it was when we were talking about tanking, and I was asking Tyr about tanking and why he switched and that type of thing, and then he asked me how he thought his tanking was, and I wasn't expecting the answer, like the question back, so I hadn't thought about it. And you know me, I'm not into like I usually say the first thing out of my mouth, and I'm told that that's incorrect, that I shouldn't do that. And so when he asked me, I wasn't sure, and I was trying to be nice, but instead I was really, really rude. And I said, oh yeah, you're doing, and then my brain paused because I didn't know like what I should say, positive or negative. I just didn't know what to say, and so all that came out of my mouth was, yeah, you're taking us fine. And it was so bad. I felt really bad because then the whole entire guild caught me in the pause, and so it's going to be a joke for the rest of the expansion that tier tanks
Oh,
fine.
it looks like this is what I need
Oh, this is what you need.
for my warlock quest. Let me see.
So this
Oh.
boss.
So
Ooh,
this
he's a
is
cute boss.
Alma.
Unclaimed Soul Lord Raven quest redeemed.
Amalgam of souls we are currently fighting. It looks kind
Amalgam?
of like the bone. Yeah, amalgam. It looks like the bone storm dude.
Yes.
Swirling scythes, stay out of.
So
Probably
yes,
good.
if anybody who is watching, not that we have that many people, but wants to know about any of my add-ons, just ask. Just send an email or whatever, and I'll let you know what.
Finless
got.
has a really big gun.
I do. Oh no, I have the scythe on Finless. It's on me now. Souls are being reaped as we speak. I feel like a announcer from the like a sporting event. Ooh, I
Oh,
shouldn't be there. Ah, I'm in
No.
bad.
There's
Standing
stuff
in
on the
bad.
ground.
I know.
This
I'm standing
is-
in bad.
Oh,
Ow, ow.
I know.
The scythe is hitting
This is
me.
what the best thing about raiding with and doing dungeons with Hydra is you get an immense amount of Hydra stories, because that's
bet
all
you
I
do.
feel like I need to be doing is filling time. And
Yeah. So yeah, again, the different things I have. I'm happy because you guys are watching my interface, obviously. So let me know. Taki said we should do Brewfest. Boom, he's
That
dead.
would be very funny.
We are doing
Unclaimed
this.
Soul.
I got a symbol
Okay,
of
hold
victory.
on. L.
It is gone.
You aren't the ones who did this?
Wait.
Lord Raven Cresto.
I understand now.
Do you have to do your thing?
You must find Kotalos. You
In the next room.
Green and purple.
yeah, the
Ooh, what's over there? Troubled
I
soul.
did the destruction warlock artifact weapon.
I loved it. I thought it was
Did you?
hilarious.
I had
You
I
just have
kind
to
of-
kill your way to the top.
Well, okay, so that was the thing that kind of shocked me, because the first thing it says is like, oh, you're supposed to earn the trust of Gul'dan. And I was like, he knows I'm a warlock. Like, what warlock would trust another warlock? Like, there was like some fundamentally wrong with the entire thing. Like, when it first, I like kind of freaked out. I'm like, oh my god, is this going to be really bad writing? But then it was hysterical, like you said, where it was like, I mean, I feel bad if no one,
Yes.
didn't want it to
The
say,
demonology
but
one was kind of silly.
I haven't done that one yet, but I was just kind of shocked. I was glad I had some trepidation at first about this trust, because they used the term trust, and I was like, warlocks and trust kind of no, that's incorrect. And so it was really interesting on how they kind of dealt with it. And by the end of it, I was like, oh, okay, I'm okay with this. Like, this, I'm okay. Like, this, I'm not going to freak out about it as I was going
I
to.
found the other ones to be kind of boring after
Well,
doing that.
In all honesty, my affliction one, I kind of can't remember it.
I am doing the
Because-
affliction one now, and I haven't finished it.
Okay, and I know the reason why is because I got in, and this was after our delay of me having to get a new computer. I was just like, as hard as I was
You're
trying to
behind.
slow myself to read it, everything, I know I wasn't absorbing it. Like, I completely, and it's kind of sad because there's like no way for me to go back and redo
Well,
it.
what has frustrated me is it's the same quest, and again, I hope I'm not destroying stuff for people.
Excuse me.
As the DK,
Oh, okay.
and as one of the druid quests.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait, I've done this.
I I did the Druid Resto quest today,
Oh, you did.
and it was cool because you heal. Like, you're not really killing things on it; you're healing in it.
Oh, that seems appropriate.
But it didn't help that I hadn't actually healed on her in a very long time. So I really had no clue what I was doing. So I failed a couple times.
Where am I supposed to be going?
Where
Down
you're supposed
here?
to be going for your quest?
Well,
I don't
for
know,
my
what does it
quest,
say?
it's like... Dun dun dun!
What are you supposed to be doing?
Collect an unclaimed soul from Nago of Souls, which I have done.
Okay, so it's probably the next boss.
Beware.
Lord Raven quest redeemed. Alright.
Oh, it's at the end. The last boss. You have to do the last boss. Lord Raven quest is
Because
the last boss.
the circle that is showing up is, like, right now behind us.
It's
Oh
probably
yeah,
down-
it's multiple. This is like a manor, or
Right.
a castle.
Got it.
So it's different
Multiple
levels. And there's an
levels.
archer over here that needs to die.
Kill him.
She is
Do
dying.
it.
Do it.
You're a warlock.
Kill it.
I
Kill.
was working on it. The other thing that has been going on is all the world quests, right? How have you guys been doing on world quest?
Beware.
I think.
No?
that-
Yes?
No, I've been doing a lot. I actually I
Um,
hit the 100 thing on my Fimless.
That was how I finally got... What is going on here?
Beware.
Why are these things hitting me?
Someone's been doing an arrow barrage.
Yeah, it's this
No, but I had
archer.
things that were on me, not on the tank. I'm like, did
Yeah,
I
some of them don't.
screw something up? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm backing up.
So, world quest.
Yeah,
World quests. I just kind of started getting into those, which is how I finally got heroic level gear.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I did
I don't
them
know, I-
pretty much as quickly as I could originally.
Yeah.
I like them better than dailies because I like the fact that I don't have to kind of go to anybody, and when you're done, you just immediately get the result, the loot, and the only things you have to do, and then you have the daily like witch faction, you know,
Yes.
which you do four.
The witch
then you have to do
faction?
it, yeah, the witch faction. The specific faction, and then you have to you do have to go to the guy and turn it in, but you can do that
Oh, poor
whenever.
thing. But that's after doing 4 of them.
4 of the ones. So if it's like the Dreamers, then you have to go to Val'Sharah and do any world quests in Val'Sharah, including what like Kirin Tor or Warden ones in that area. As long as they're in
Yeah, and
the
sometimes
area,
Yeah.
you still get credit.
And sometimes they, like the ones you were talking about, like Kirin Tor ones and Val'Sharah, it can double count for you.
Correct.
Which
and
is
They
nice.
will if that. To me, those are the best ones to do, because Kirin Tor doesn't matter that much because you don't need Kirin Tor rep. You do need to get Warden's rep eventually to get flying. So
Oh.
you need to get that to Revered, I believe, in order to get flying whenever that comes out. So the suggestion would be to do those first. Oh, what am I doing with Dark Rush? What do
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta run out of the way when he actually starts rushing. Got it. Oh, and now I have to move away from others. There's a brutal glade is coming for me. Or something. I don't know. Oh, it's hitting me already.
I do have to say that I think my trinket sends little purple swirls out, and I don't like that.
Okay, so what did you think of the world quests?
The world quests, I like them. The one part that I don't like is the fact that some of them are really kind of annoying to get to, but I think that was the whole point.
Yep. But you can pick and choose, and you don't have to do them.
Well, I
Which
know,
like.
but then you get to the point when you're doing world quests every day, it like kind of narrows down. But it's like pretty much the only world quests I have on my board right now are the ones that are. Why do I have the I-beams? Leave me alone.
Who likes you?
I'll just.
You're
run
a
it through
gnome
the
and
two-
you need
I will
I-beam.
run it through the two of you.
Between us? He's all
See,
dead.
third time's a charm.
He's dead.
He's dead.
We
He's
my
dead
husband
down
and I
there.
have been doing them together, and which has actually been pretty nice because when it says like kill 12 of these and click on 5 of these, we get a lot of them, or pretty much most of them, we get double credit for. So when he kills things and I kill things, I group everything up as a good warlock, and then he spins them down as a rogue, and now I don't know where we're going. Follow the pink dot.
Yes.
And so when I do world quests by myself, I remember these rocks. They watch out for the rocks.
Yeah, there's big rocks rolling down the stairs.
The world quests are really slow when you have to kill everything by yourself when you're used to running with a partner. So we usually take about an hour or so and knock out a bunch of stuff together, and
There's stuff in
so
back.
that's been nice.
Yep.
The only thing is that I'm so tired of questing that we have a lot of questing left in what is that called? Suramar? And we need to get back to it, but the world quests have been occupying our time, and it's kind of like, do we want to do questing, or do I want to go to Saramar? And I just, by the time we finish doing the world quests that we kind of feel like we need to be doing for the reps and everything, I have no desire to go and do any more questing. And I think a lot of that was because of the, constricted, that I didn't feel like I got to relax to be able to quest through the other 4 zones.
Yeah.
That by the time I got to friendly on Saramar, I was like, okay, I'm done. And we just need to get back to finishing it.
Yep.
That place is large.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing my dislike for the zone, because we were talking to of like last week and how much you guys liked it, and I was like, okay, I'm trying to keep open mind about this place, but I think
Which zone?
Saramar, and just the city and stuff like that, and I'm like, at this point, I'm just so over it. I'm over questing, and I know that this is just a temporary thing. I just need a break from the questing, and I'll come back to it, but right now...
Oh, I totally understand.
Yeah, I
was
was
overwhelmed.
Yeah, I think it
point.
was anger. Anger's not a good way to force yourself. I was trying to enjoy it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because I wanted to enjoy things. So like, I'm like so behind on so many of my tailoring and my engineer. Like, there's so much to do, and it's all overwhelming. And
Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one who was.
No,
Well,
I was having a meltdown
prioritizing my
last
time.
weekend.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
And
I
was
don't.
suggesting priorities.
Yes, priorities is what I had to do. I had to sit and go, okay, my first priority has to be my raid, because that's dependent on my peoples. And they, they should go first. So, making sure I'm doing my random mythic or my random heroic and my, and doing all that good stuff. And, oh, good. Haha, missed me. They, and doing the world quests, especially the ones that I knew were going to give me side graves or purple. Okay, we have to keep pushing. We are going to the gauntlet phase, so we need to be able to keep pushing. Okay. Oh, where is he? I lost him. I lost my pink dot. I just put a circle on Kata's head.
Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, so it's just, and so after doing, and then being that we're queuing, my husband and I, as 2 DPS, the queues are a pain in the tuchus. And just by the time it pops, I'm like, I'm ready to get off of WoW. And so we go through these dungeons, and I'm like, he's like, well, do you want to queue for a specific one, or do you need, and I'm just like, I don't care, I just want to get over with. Like, I just want it done. And then if I'm lucky, we'll have somebody, we'll get on, and people will not be all hooked up for more with dungeons. And I have gotten 1 or 2 nights where I've been able to hook up with guildies to do dungeons, but not likely, because usually by the time we get our act together on a weekday, it's just not something that happens. So, which is frustrating in some ways. I know it's frustrated my husband, but it's just, for some reason with this expansion, it's been completely different. But I think that was because of our difficulties in even getting into the expansion. And so I'm trying to separate that right now, because I'm hearing a lot of good things from you guys and from Yes and other people talking.
Well, I immediately, 4 days after the expansion launched, went on vacation for 2 weeks and had no access to the game. So I came back and everybody was already done with heroics and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, like when we were starting normals, most of our guild was starting mythics, so it was really hard for us to find groups until people started doing alts and things like that. And that's really frustrating when it's like, okay, well, yeah, do you have room for your run for my main on the group that you're doing with your alts? And it's trying to get it all together, and that's part of being the problems that, you guys had to go to a different guild to be able to find that, and and transfer servers. And I think that was a good call, because I couldn't imagine. I mean, we have a pretty healthy.
Yeah, I was a little leery at first, but I'm glad I did it. It's nice to be with people again.
Yes,
I'm
a
glad.
lot of people
I'm
are
glad
on.
you're with peoples too.
My guild was pretty sparse.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to enjoy the game again.
Yeah, and it does. I mean, even if it's, like I said, it's frustrating when you're seeing everybody going and doing, and it's like, well, you guys are doing mythics and I'm in normals, I can't go with you. But at least there's interaction. I was happy of okay, yeah, if I go do these things, I can join my friends and go and do mythics with them eventually. It's just a gear thing. It's not a skill thing. And
that is a good point, because I'm like, yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And the group we're raiding with is a pretty good group.
Good.
I mean, Seraphis is running the raid.
Well, yeah.
And
yeah.
he does a pretty good job.
I'll get out of the stuff on the floor as soon as it stops stunning me.
Yeah. So, and it's a fun group. I was doing stupid things, I was leaving goo on the ground where we shouldn't be leaving it in the spider bird boss. So
I guess our healer got bored because he went tank. Just so you know.
Well, that's good. That means we're doing a good
normal.
job.
Yeah, I know.
So it's pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with how it went in general. I'm having trouble getting back into raiding in terms of really paying attention and
caring?
keeping. Not necessarily caring, but because I'm having a good time, which is the important part to me. That's
Get
the
right to
caring
the
part
point.
to me. But it's more of, that I can concentrate that long on something.
Oh, because how long is your raid?
Well, they do 2 hours.
Okay.
8
That's not too
to
bad.
11. No, maybe it's 3 hours. Is it 3 hours? 2 hours?
See, raid time to me is I get to
think it's 3
socialize with
hours.
everybody, and so I start whispering inappropriate things
Yeah.
to random people.
See, we don't know. Well, I don't.
You don't
and
know
I'm
any
pretty
Yeah,
sure
we
Gabby
don't know
doesn't.
these
We don't know
folks
people.
really well.
Yeah.
So right now, like if like Zia was playing or other people we know, like in real life, I don't even know what purpose in. I don't know what that means. If that we've known, I don't know why that was.
Get out of the purple
Why I
blast
have to
thing
get out
that's
of
gonna
that.
come.
I didn't make it. Well, the healer will have to just heal me. Oh wait, he's not a healer.
No, he is. He's healing
I
now.
know. So then but it's fine. I don't actually mind.
Worthless husk. 10,000 years have
This
not
at all.
been kind.
Ted.
This is we're on
1,000
Raven Quest, and there's
years.
lots of
That's what I thought too.
I think of that all the time.
10,000 years
Every
have
time
not
it's
been
just
kind.
10,000 years. Well, I always think
Like
of
the beginning to Burning
Illidan
Crusade,
every
imprisoned for
time.
10,000 years.
It's always 10,000 years. You can only be
It
in prison
is.
for 10,000 years. It's just the way it is.
You pickpocket, and you get every rogue is gonna be gone for 10,000 years.
Sorry, that's your get in prison.
We were talking about the world quests as something to let you
sorry,
know.
I'm sorry. I don't mean
For
to
the big bosses, like there's that big spitting water boss.
Yes.
I forgot what it's called, but out in the Zuzet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go for the looking for group section for custom groups, and just join a raid for those bosses. So if you're soloing or going out there on your own, you can get some really nice groups pretty quick. My husband and I went, and he showed me that, and I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. But I will tell you, it's probably a good idea after you kill the boss to not stay there and disgroup yourself, because you know what?
No.
Your own server might have that boss there.
Yes.
And so what happens is that Hydra sits there, disgroups from the boss, and her husband sits there and runs away, and I get one shot by a big giant water boss, and then I have to run my slow, because I can't mount
Slow warlock
dead
butt.
body self all the way back with no speedy feet or anything, all the way back to a boss out in the middle of a partway into the ocean. So yeah.
Yep.
So
Yay!
it's not,
Ta-da! Okay, now you should be able to turn it in.
is that a blood? Oh, I don't need
I got
that.
a blood of Sargeras.
Me too.
And a symbol of
Right.
victory. So pretty much nothing. Symbols of victory are nice, but they're only 105.
Okay, I must have done it because it's not in my. No, wait there. Ready for
You have
turn
to
in.
Talk to somebody? So
Thank
you gotta
you.
turn it in wherever.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
You don't need to do it at you don't have to turn it in at your
Look,
place.
I'm wearing his shoulders.
Probably. I probably do. But
Okay.
Look. It's in the shoulders.
what?
What?
I'm in the shoulders. Look, I'm a demon.
Oh.
Rawr.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Fiblis.
Should I go?
I'm like, are you
turn it in?
massaging? Who's you massaging
Look, look, look,
somebody's
look,
shoulder?
I'm a demon.
Oh my good lord.
Rawr. Everybody roar. I like my roar. It's pretty cool. Anyway, okay.
Oh, I see. Legion normal and Legion heroic. I see. I
Did you
see.
figure out how to do that?
So
Should we get out now?
yes,
and
I
then-
see it. The three that you can do only at 110 are Black Rock Hold, Malls of Souls, and Vault of the Wardens. Okay, all the rest of them can be done at lower levels for the regulars.
I can? For regular.
For regular. So I just queued us for
For
Yes.
Vault.
You
heroic vaults.
You did.
I did.
did. Yay! My first heroic in this expansion. I'm excited.
Oh, I love sharing
Oh,
your
sorry.
your
This is my first heroic in this expansion too.
your cherry
it's-
heroic.
Did I? Maybe not. I think I did a heroic in another one.
Oh, good. It's always good
turn.
when your tank decides that this is one of their favorite dungeons. So
I have not done this one at all. The other one either.
Oh.
So you are doing 2 different dungeons I have never done.
I have done this one on regular.
That's what he's talking about.
They're talking about which bosses that they like. So apparently the contested one is the second boss. So whether or not we like that or not, we have a yay and a nay. So we're gonna have to decide, and that would be Inquisitor Tormentor.
Oh, with that name, he's got to be good.
I
think that's the one that I fell in the hole and I died. Don't you have to take the elevator to him and there's a hole in the middle of the room?
I do not know. I do know though that my husband has already
I wonder what
at least twice this expansion.
I have committed
who
no
does?
crime, Tirathon.
Who does?
You and your
I don't know.
associates
You
have
just
to
said I
answer
missed
for
completely
yours.
what you said, except for expansion.
That's okay. No, I was saying my husband has died twice to elevator bosses already in this expansion.
Okay. I have fallen down elevators, but not died.
Oh.
Like the
Yeah,
one in High Mountain.
Yes, the High Mountain one is...
We
I wasn't really counting that one
are
because that's not in
High
a
Mountain.
raid. But if I was counting those, then my husband would probably have died a couple more times.
It's a good day for flying.
It's a good day for flying. Did you
I
get
have to
knocked
say that I
That's
am really
something else they
enjoying-
say a lot in High Mountain.
Yes,
Oh.
they do. I am really enjoying my going to a different topic. I am really enjoying my Demon Hunter quite a bit.
Oh.
My Demon Hunter is 110,
Okay.
so he already has world quests and everything too. So I'm doing world quests on him.
Wow, really? Because
Yeah.
that's World Quest. You can't start World Quest until you've quested basically partway through every single zone.
Yeah,
not
but friendly is actually pretty easy. Definitely for
Yeah.
Suramar and Far whatever the Night Fallen, and then the other ones are actually. I mean, like High Mountain. I've barely done High Mountain. There's actually quite a few you can do without get to friendly without doing the main quest. But so I've gotten some world quests for him. Which is nice, and I like it. I like it a lot. The problem I have is that when I play him, when I switch back to my hunter, I want to be able to double jump on my hunter.
I could see that would be an issue.
I'm like so used to double jumping.
When I was waiting for my computer and my husband had his computer, he Demon Hunter and he enjoyed it, but not to the point he enjoyed it to leave his rogue.
I
that make
also
sense?
I did my I did almost all of the artifact quests.
Really?
Quests that the main ones. So most of them have their class. My hundreds have their class order halls and their first artifact. And the rogue, I don't know. I think I'm just under geared for my rogue because I'm doing outlaw, and he feels really slow to do things. Like not movement speed. He's actually pretty fast.
No, but just yeah.
But like
no, I get it.
killing things takes a really long time, and it just feels like I could die in a minute.
I don't know. Afflictions feels as wonderful as it did before. I do have a lot more. I have more because of how Talents has been recommended from Icy Veins.
Yeah.
I have more things that I have to click
Buttons.
on for. Yeah, for my minions, which like just basically cooldown minion control, and that
Yep.
kind of irritates me. I don't like that though. I squealed like a little girl when I figured out how to use Soul Effigy.
I live to serve my people.
It basically is a 35% boost or around there of your DPS. Basically, it gives you a second mob to cast your dots on to be able
Oh,
to...
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's basically a second mob to cast your dots on to keep up and with your primary target. So basically, it's a second, and then all DPS done on your Fell Effigy is the 35% of the damage that you do to your felt effigy goes on to your target. So once you figure that out, the boost in your DPS is really high, and 35%. And it was just, it's nice because you fill in. Because remember how I was saying, like, I would be putting my dots on and I didn't. It's like, what am I doing? Like I felt like there was too much downtime.
Beware.
Yes. Well, that's one of the problems it feels like I have for the rogue, definitely, and actually even for the Beastmaster Hunter, I end up sitting and waiting either to be able to do anything at all, or just because it doesn't make sense to do anything at all.
Yes.
Pet does a lot of
And
my
that's-
damage, so
Yes. And that's what when I figured out and squealed about Soul Effigy, it was because it filled in that kind of awkward time, and it's like, okay, well, at least you keep your main dots up, and then anything else is a bonus. So if you could get that bonus other dots on there, then great. If not, then oh well, because you're running around because of a raid boss or something like that. But I'm so happy with that. So I really like that change. I wish I could get rid of that, or at least they change that it's like maybe less DPS, which I shouldn't say, but less buttons make me happy, to deal with cooldowns of pets. But at the same time, I might get to a point where I'm just gonna I might just get to a point where I'm guessing that green beam is bad.
seems that way.
Yes, and I didn't think that having it cross me would be a problem, but it's a problem.
Yeah.
I must have more.
Sorry. You know it gets real on TNB when we all got quiet.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Sorry, we're being quiet. We're trying to kill this guy.
We already lost Zabina once.
Yeah,
I don't think I've done this. Haven't done this dungeon at all.
Wasn't enough.
yeah. Neither have I.
I don't
Ooh,
remember
got
that
another-
last
I got
time I
an
did
Your
this.
intervention saved
trinket.
my life.
I don't think it's an upgrade.
Yay!
It
Oh.
upgraded
You
too.
intend to venture
Not
deeper
only did I
Ooh,
get the
I got
trinket, but
something.
it
or
upgraded.
terrifying things lurking
Unfortunately, it's not an upgrade.
Oh, that didn't do.
Well,
Nope.
that was the first boss, and we lost Zabina once.
Does anybody need that?
I don't know. I didn't see it. The agility
doubt it.
leech. No. Well, we're not gonna need it. They're not gonna need it.
Figured. So the one thing I like about at least the way I have spec'd my Demon Hunter is it feels like I'm doing things. Like I feel like I'm hitting
Yeah.
buttons, and that it's not like sitting around.
Hitting buttons with purpose, right? It's not just
Right.
hitting buttons like the same button over and over again. It's hitting the buttons with purpose.
It sounds like a corporate strategy. Hitting buttons with purpose.
purpose. Yeah, well, it should be Blizzard corporate strategy because
You should always have buttons.
you
hit
should
with
always
purpose.
be hitting your buttons with purpose.
Yes.
Not just
Oh,
hitting buttons to just
my
hit buttons.
goat is dying. Who's killing my goat?
standing in
You're-
the bad.
The
Oh,
fact
my
that you
goat.
picked a goat, that
Oh,
is
my goat.
hysterical.
His name is Billy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because he's a goat. Someone said I should name her Wonder Billy. But, So is this where we jump?
Don't
or
jump.
death? Ah! If you're a demon hunter. Jump.
I have imp aggro.
Impagro? Hey, that
Oh
looks
yeah, there
familiar.
was an imp up there that was.
This looks familiar. From my Demon
All right.
Hunter intro thing. The Demon Hunter
And
intro
how-
class that we did.
Is Ads are priority. When the little eyes stare at you, stare back. Got it. Uh, let's see what this eye staring thing actually is.
4, 3, 2,
That sounds about like our raid instructions, though he's much wordier now. I don't know why. So I'll admit, so Kata is our raid. He's tanking for us, and he's usually raid leading, and he goes into
We
a
have to go kill
long
the orbs.
spiel. Oh, Keel.
Stare at
Kill.
you, so we have to look at him.
2, 1.
Your souls are mine.
And
Doesn't seem to be able to kill
I
it.
do admit on the podcast that he will.
I don't think we can kill it. It's like a lot.
Oh,
What are we supposed to
These-
do with it?
look at it.
Kill
Apparently.
ads. There's other ads here.
2, 1.
Your souls are mine. Out of range.
So
Oh, I
when-
see.
Whenever he does that, you have to go look at it.
Got it. You have to turn towards it.
I'm stunned.
4,
It moved.
2,
The eye beam thing moves. Hey. Oh, there's 2 of them now.
I do not know what I'm doing.
Four, 3, 2.
There's a bunch of
One.
them.
Your souls are mine.
Oh,
This is my other
things
thing.
are happening. Nobody's talking.
No, I
yeah.
know. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
This is.
I
I
have
know.
like no
I'm.
health.
This is the only part I don't like is the fact that my soul effigy
1.
doesn't move with me.
Uh-huh.
So like when this is a boss moving around, I have to reapply it basically. And
4, 3, 2, 1.
Your souls are mine.
Stupid.
So we're trying to kill these ads. Now that we know that we're not supposed to kill the eye, that helps at the beginning. I don't know,
Yeah.
it shows an ad. The ads are dying. He's only at 4 million health. We got this.
We do.
I solo bosses was 4 million health,
Yes.
which isn't very much, but you know, those are the things on the.
Pointing.
Oh, and Blood of Sagaris is I'm told
Yeah,
that
blood.
aren't very useful right now, but that you're gonna eventually be useful.
Yes.
That was what I was. Does anybody have alchemy?
No.
Oh, that's really nice of him. There's a alchemy boss quest thing in here that is extra. That if we needed to go do it, but since none of us have it, but let's not have to worry about it. See, that's a nice tank to actually ask you that.
Mm-hmm. I'm stunned.
I do
Me
admit,
too.
and I tell them all the time, that my tanks ruin me for any other tanks. I get so frustrated doing LFR.
Yep.
And so what else? What else is going on? What else should we? We talked about world quests, what we're doing with that. We talked about the artifacts weapons. Did I tell you that the spawn
Uh-huh.
is now Kitty, formerly known as the spawn, She has decided
Oh.
that she will now like to go by Kitty as her referenced name,
Oh, this guy's cute.
oh yeah, these demon eye bosses. She's soloing dungeons and raids, and so she saw this, and she told me it was a jellyfish boss, because she didn't know who it was. Okay, this is a fun boss. He goes invulnerable and shoots an eye beam. Mirrors will spawn during
yay.
this. We need to direct his beam where?
Back
At
to him.
with the mirrors. Great, mirrors. So she now is, because we did her
Ooh.
The cat druid, the feral druid artifact questline. She is now arch druid Kitty. And there's cool.
Oh, there it went.
Hey. Oh, I see
You have to-
what I did.
oh, you have to-
Okay,
yeah.
have to do the other one.
Ah!
Someone turn that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
No.
I
No.
turned it one too many on him. He
There.
turned it
Yeah.
right and I turned
There
it
we go.
wrong.
Got it.
Oh my gosh, we'll figure it out. I never seen. Okay, Okay, that's another thing. Those quests that you have to do the ley lines?
I like those.
That's what basically this boss is, and that annoys me.
I don't mind those.
And the ley line, and I know that they're fun. The thing is like the Kirin Tor ones, the mages. There's too many mages in this expansion. That's for sure. And
There's always too many mages.
yeah, I need to
Especially when
sacrifice
you're
more
a werewolf.
portals. Yeah, so they crack me up because my husband drags me around to do the world quest, and so we did that
Yay.
and did the little jumping thing. What I usually do is to do the
Another
pattern
blood.
like 4, 3, 2, 2, and I kind of know what
The enigma?
directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, those enigmas.
Yep.
And
I like those.
I kind of chant it to myself, and that's how I remember them. And so I don't know if that's a tip
There's
or
an
anything.
add-on
I
that
just
does
do it
it
how
too,
many.
but you don't really
But
have to use it.
that's. Oh, I guess.
All it does, it doesn't do it for you. It just shows you the patterns so that
And
you
remembers
basically
it for
say
you?
which one is it. I think it's third one, so you can do it. No, it doesn't even do it. It just
Oh.
shows you what the general patterns are, so that you
Oh.
can remember it by seeing it. So you just go, that was that
Got
one,
it.
and then you can just know.
Yeah.
But they're all pretty easy. I only screwed up
Mhm.
once when I went off the path because I pushed the button wrong. I like the ones in
Well-
the little. Do you like the little globe ones, where you're floaty?
Well,
Except that
yes.
3D
Oh,
is
I've
hard.
done one of those.
3D is
I
hard
liked-
though.
3D is hard because the up and down was easy, but going forward because
I
of just
turned
the
to the
angles,
side and I would
do.
move to the side.
Yeah.
rather
That's what I
than-
did. A lot of fire on the
try
floor
and
to
go
avoid it, and a
forward.
few ads that aren't tankable.
Okay.
Where is my lord? Your bones will blacken.
Oh, there's also
Extinguished.
what do you call those? Little volcanoes on the ground too.
Yes.
So I mentioned that Kitty is now running her own dungeons, and my husband, because Hydra can't take her into some of the bigger places and introduce her, has been running with her on taking her to some of the raids, and so he's taking her to ICC, except
Shh. I'm sorry.
it's okay. There's some complications on some of the bosses when like you have to have two people do something, like click
Are we
on
supposed to
something.
kill the ads?
I don't know. Oh, the ads do die. I'm putting dots on them. Okay, he's
They
frozen.
died pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, he's brittle.
He,
We're supposed to kill him.
but
I guess we should kill him.
I was trying to yes. We were trying to figure out what to do, and I'm like, she's going in and she's getting all this great transmog gear for her druid. And so I was like, what has cute transmog gear? And realized that she needs to go to Firelands, because I never did really anything with Firelands, because it's when she was born. And Kata. So I sent him to Firelands, so I'm going, you keep going there and you can get the Staff of Fire kittiness. And so she thinks that that's pretty cool. So they're going to keep going, hopefully, and so maybe she can get the Firelands outfit. The Staff of Fire kittiness.
These feel kind
Ooh, I got a
Watch,
wristband.
I'll say that, and I will.
You get a waist.
Waistband, sorry.
Yep.
And
You
it's
are a waist.
same level as what I have, but it has a socket, but I lose mastery, so I don't know. I'll have to look at it later.
Yeah. Just plop it into your bags.
It happens automatically.
Does it?
Into my bags? Yeah.
Collect from. Okay, so yeah, the last boss, of course, is the boss that I need.
Of course.
yes.
I have to say that this is not. I'm just glad that I'm getting some quests done, that we were able to get Sabina her thing done.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Because I usually, like I said, we usually just queue for whatever random comes up, and then that's what we get.
And you know, I did that, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just do
Share
a random."
the
And
idea,
sure
yeah.
enough, you know what came up?
Yeah. Whatever.
Something I absolutely didn't have a quest for.
So what we're saying is when there's a meteor, we should all be together, not run away from everybody.
Oh,
That's what that share
is
that
it?
was.
I don't know. Well, Kata was scolding Tyr, so I don't know. It was. You don't want to get in between when a tank and healer are yelling. It's like a marriage that you just don't get involved.
Yeah, right.
So I was in Dallas this last weekend, and then part of the week, first couple days, for work, and so we're wandering.
How is Texas?
It's still there.
The middle of the country.
I was halfway to you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm rooted. I didn't even know we were killing somebody. So we were wandering around downtown because we were staying pretty close to downtown. So we were wandering around downtown, and I had looked at the map, Google Maps, and there's a thing in Orlando called the Orlando Eye, and that is a Ferris wheel. Big, huge Ferris wheel, like the one in London. Not exactly like the one in London, but it's that London is called the Eye also. Same company made it. So on the Google Maps, there's something called the Eye, the Dallas Eye or something like that. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So maybe there's like a big Ferris wheel or something that we can. Ooh, I made it.
Ooh, I almost missed that.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed it. Don't jump. So
I'm not jumping.
we were wandering around after dinner and went to this eye thing, or we just passed it, and it actually it is an eye.
It's like an eyeball?
It's a big eyeball. See, look at the video if you can see it.
Wait.
It's an eyeball in a lot. It's just made a big eyeball. See?
Okay. I see it. I see it. Yeah.
I took a picture. And I took a picture of me with the eyeball.
With the eyeball? That's okay. The only person on my screen is Zabby. For some reason, Skype
So-
picked Zabby, and I didn't change it because I like Zabby.
Well, that's because
But
Skype
like,
picks
we-
the person.
but
She was the one to talk last before we muted. She didn't mute her.
Oh, is that what it
She was
is?
the last to mute. She was the last muter.
Oh, okay.
I am sorry
I
I'm,
was the
I'm
last
having issues
muter.
paying attention on this. Probably going to have to wrap things up after this instance. It's getting late.
Oh,
Probably not a bad
yes.
idea.
No, that's. I agree.
kinda
We only have
tired,
one more
too.
boss, and flare counts as light. Finless.
What does that mean?
His flare,
Yes.
Yeah.
hunter's flare. They
Well,
have.
I know what you're talking about, but what does it matter if it counts as light?
Because they can only be DPS'd in the light.
know
Otherwise,
that.
they are immune to destructive things to them.
Had no clue.
What's going on?
Are you? I don't know.
Where are they going?
They just go.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, are people are moving?
Oops.
The people.
Oh, there's a
They're
quest.
moving.
There's
Spell
a quest.
Ravaged Tome.
Oh yes. Pick up the
Where?
quest.
Where's that?
I never picked up a quest. Oh, that's down below.
Hydra, where are you?
I'm still at the top. I told you I'm slow. My poor raid team. No, it's like, why is the warlock the slowest one? So they don't have a chance to summon anybody. It's really sad. I get distracted by.
You
the
don't
shiny-
take your duties serious.
No, I don't. I don't at all. I have no problems being the last person
help,
there,
help.
having everybody summon me.
Where are you?
Something was pulling me in.
I am so bad. And the thing is I've tried to improve, but it's like painful for me to. I don't know what it is. I get distracted. I have to read the shiny things that drop. You know, the loot table sits there, and I look at other people's loot. The little text on there, and I couldn't even tell you what it is that I'm reading, and I'm just reading things. I even have the NPC text separated on my screen, so it's.
Oh, sorry.
Are you okay
I got
with that?
blown back and I thought I went over a ledge or something.
Oh.
And I just fell down a hill. It's okay. It's a hill. It's not a ledge.
Oh, my pet was tanking that and just died.
Let's bring it over here.
Yeah, you need to bring it in
It's
the
not
light.
moving.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't think we have to kill it.
Okay, where are we going?
So, also another thing is that when you start doing the run, you get keystones,
Yes.
and
I
I
haven't tried those yet.
I got a keystone for, I don't know where it is. Somewhere in my bags as I am looking right now. I can't believe I did it. We did it even.
Jara?
And it's only for 7 days, which is kind of nice. I got the keystone for Dark Heart Thicket, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
And we went in, and when we kind of practice ran it, when we went and got it, and it was really interesting because the pacing at our gear level, it is, as someone who went and did the challenge modes, it's nice because it's basically the new challenge modes. It was nice that everything comes up to you as opposed to everything being smushed down. That makes sense. So you didn't feel like you were being well, you weren't being hampered. You were being hampered with buffs and that type of thing. But bring the Fell Ravished Tome. Dalaran.
In Dalaran. So, why would they treat a book like that?
It's musty down here.
So, with Fell.
Oh, and that's the other thing I don't know, Zabina, if you had the same thought. there's all this talk about how horrible Fel is, and I was just like, I've been playing with Fel for almost 10 years, and I have not had any problems. I don't understand why they've only had it for a couple, and there's all this problems with the Fel. I just don't understand. I
We
feel
are
like it's like,
supposedly evil,
well,
Hydra.
I was confused because I
No.
was like, well, then
We're using these
playing-
things we shouldn't be.
Yeah, but
Actually, I don't know if evil's the right word.
they got all withered and stuff, and they're having problems, and I was confused because I was like, I don't have any problems, and then I feel it's like one of those things I could just
Which is
handle
funny
because
because it almost seems like we should.
right?
The longer you play, it should do something to you.
Yeah, I feel like it's a you don't handle your liquor.
Right?
She knew we would come. Did you know that?
Just so that I could put an end to you once and for all.
Two big mechanics on this fight. Really? They like come out with like wrenches?
Let's see how you
That-
fare in the
no?
dark.
Invisible ad that has to be lit up. And she will summon walls on two sides of the room with only a small gap in them. And this is Cordana.
Yes, it is. Telson.
And these are invisible after being summoned unless there's light. Oh,
What are the
that's
different
nice.
ways to get
If you-
light aside from
if you
flare?
Me.
If you, the owl things.
owl.
If you jump off the edge, you won't die. So use it as a last ditch resort if you get cornered.
I will slay
Cool.
you all.
She will slay us all.
Flare the
Well-
crap out of it.
Well, it looks like Tyr has nominated himself to help. Grab.
Oh, so that's what that does. It picks up the light.
Yes, and then now he has the little moon glow eyeballs,
I see that. I was wondering what that did. Okay.
and
got it.
that basically.
Am I supposed to flare something?
Dodge things.
I think
She's
we're
coming
waiting
back.
there. She's come back. I think that's what we're waiting
We
for.
actually did a good job in DPSing the ad
Because
because we
that's
happened to
why
find it.
we had to wait there forever.
Yeah.
May the night shroud me in shadow.
Oh, I hate. That's the one thing that if my husband knows that I have a tendency to cuss during raid, and he usually knows that's when my dots have dropped.
Beware.
It drives me nuts.
My powers have grown.
So I'm trying
since
not to
joining the
cuss.
Legion. Here, let me show you.
So somewhere, okay, there's the people and there's the gap.
Where's the gap? The end?
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
at the
Okay.
end.
All
No,
right.
That's not it.
There's another wall coming.
I'm falling.
There's another-
Whee!
Okay.
Oh, I see it.
I see. Dun dun dun. Of course, for you people listening,
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Zabby's gonna sing.
Oh,
oh no,
do you sing while you raid?
no.
New information. I like
Thanks,
that.
Tim. No, I do not sing while I
Oh,
raid.
that's kind of disappointing.
I was
She might whistle while
talking
she
about.
works, but she doesn't sing.
It was
while
like,
she
oh,
works.
I see the gap for those of you who are listening at home, because they see
What we're
nothing.
doing.
I sing.
I am
Where's my
DPSing
pet?
the ad.
Every once in a while, I do.
You're down.
I usually doot. That's
Yes.
the extent of
Yes, I
when
will kind of do some of that. Yeah.
Oh, the thing is up here.
especially
Okay, I see
the
the gap.
opening.
Yes.
I doot, especially like when you're running through
Mm-hmm.
trash type things, that it just feels like a doot. Usually in inclines or or you're going up a ramp for some reason. I don't know why. It feels like, oh look, there's an ad that needs to be done. Yeah, I guess the skull.
It's a floating skull, though.
Yes, that's true. Oh, that is. It was a
Night shroud
floating
me in
skull.
No. See, that's what I do. I talk back to the NPCs a lot.
Oh.
She's dead. Woo!
Woohoo!
We did it.
We done it.
We done did it. Ooh, I got heroic Titan
Ooh.
Forged shoulders.
Wow.
The traitor
That
is
might actually be an upgrade.
Thank you.
They are by 5. Except I lose mastery, which sucks, but
I will make my way to the surface.
Got
But
nothing.
you should inform the other wardens.
Yeah, but I got my quest done, so that makes me happy.
Exactly. I got a quest done,
May the
so I'm
night
good.
shroud you in
I
shadow,
did not have one.
and the moon illuminate your foes.
What is your eye level, Hydra?
About
My eye
5
level
foot.
is 834 right now. My husband's like 840 something because I've had the worst luck in upgrades. So like
Yeah.
when it says something, it's gonna be when a world quest says it's gonna be an 805 blue, I got an 805 blue. So I think I've gotten
My
2 upgrades.
Upgrade luck
842.
seemed to happen early on. Like as I was leveling, like every other one would upgrade.
Well, did
for
you
me.
pick
It was
the thing
awesome.
in the
Now
order hall
I
that
don't
lets you
see
upgrade
it at
more often?
all.
I'm
All
at
right.
842. Yeah, I think we need to
Are we done?
go ahead and
The wardens are watching.
Is there any last minute things you want to
leaving
discuss?
the
Vision,
instance.
strength, perseverance.
I don't know. So I think the instances are pretty good from what I've seen so far. Hasn't been anything spectacular, but I think they're pretty nifty.
I was in Eye the other day and it felt long, but there's usually one or two that feel like,
Yes.
okay, this could have ended 1 or 2 bosses ago.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there is a lot to do, but I kind of like that's kind of the point, you know.
You've been
Feels like that's
you
good.
I know my daughter even figured out the how to do pet battles because she realized it was Pokemon.
Yes,
So
it is.
so she's running around collecting pets in all, and I have the add-on that gives me little explanation points when I don't have the pet. So when I tell her, I'm like, capture, so if there's 3 of them, capture that one. And so she's been going, I'm like, you can only capture 1 of the 3. So I gave her own little team, kind of a balanced team of things you just go around to get most of the critters and things that are out there. But she's hysterical because I showed her how to bandage them. I showed her how she's using the UI really good. She is. I'm going.
sure.
Yeah, I know. We were actually, my husband and I had to discuss on when we're going to get her own account.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ooh, I
It'll
didn't have
be-
this flight point
Yeah.
over here. Awesome. I got
So
the
it'll
flight
be.
point.
Oh, that's right. This is the flight point. That flight point that
What brings you?
my husband and I were having troubles getting to.
Where are you guys?
When we just out the front of
Yeah,
Delma.
vault.
when you're standing in front of the vault, looking at the vault, go to the right and
Oh,
then flow around.
I
There's a
hearthed
flight
out.
Point. Oh, sweet.
No, I'm like, what are you guys? Because I left.
No, we just were hanging out. We were hanging out.
In front.
So.
I'm actually going back to Dalaran to then go to my order hall.
That's the other
So-
thing is the order hall being down in the sewer area. The only
For
thing
you.
that I am annoyed with is such a minor thing. I'm doing it's like to critique it is the fact that the entrance is all the way on the other side of where you hearth in.
Yeah.
And having to run all the way to the other side annoys me.
I find the PvP in the sewer kind of annoying in that a lot of things, if you want to do the stuff in the sewer, you actually have to have PvP like
Experience.
on.
This is
Like you can't do
Well,
some of the
okay.
things when PvP is not on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Because what I was doing was I was, instead of going all the way, so lazy, I was taking the well, and the well,
Mm-hmm.
getting down there plops you at random places. And so it was funny watching. I would just pop in there. Sometimes it would be right in front of the waygate for warlocks, and sometimes it wouldn't be. And so, well, and most times it wouldn't be, but sometimes it would be right in the middle of a boss fight.
Nice.
So those are okay, but I realized with the crates,
Mm-hmm.
go get the little ones. Like, if you're not into the PvP and the brawl in the middle, there's so many little ones hidden all over the place. I went and got 5 or 6 of them before, while there was a big giant brawl in the middle of the room with all the people. I just walked around and got all the ones on the outside, and I was able to get 80 of the little token things, which I've gotten the one in the middle before, which I think like has 150. That's like 150 if you're dying and having to. That's effort. Like the little ones on the outside are no effort if you're just sitting there grabbing them. So I just ignore.
Yeah. So
I'm losing you guys' audio off and on.
Hydra
Uh-oh.
just went out.
I
Yes,
did.
For a
you had
second.
gone out earlier.
Yeah.
Oh.
The so it could be Discord. What do you think of the order halls? And then we probably should do the wrap up and whatever. After having, we talked a little bit about order halls when we first started and whatever.
Like where
do you
they're
like it, the way they work with the champions and quests and resources.
What do you think, Sabina? Especially
Well,
since Sabina and I have the same one.
Right? I'm finding, along with everything else and continuing with the overwhelmed sort of theme, it's like now I have quests to do for this, which is fine, but prioritizing how important is this to get this done? What do I get out of it? I guess I haven't done enough research. So
No, I agree.
that's kind of been mine. I'm doing them as I kind of run across things to do. I do my missions every day, or most every day. I get on the app and run missions when I think about it, when I remember. So it's just there.
Yeah, like things like I wasn't sure, like the eye level thing. I get eye levels, but it's kind of odd because for so long, Blizzard kept eye levels from us, and then not until Wrath,
Right.
like at the end of Wrath, I think it was, did they start add-ons. People started doing that. Remember, that's when we started having where you have to whisper your eye level, and people were getting add-ons to be able to calculate this thing.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and so now it's kind of weird because now it's actually ingrained. Like, you open up your character slot and it tells you right there your item level is 834. Well, so the eye level thing and the reason why I'm bringing it up is in the order hall, I don't know where it maxes out. I know that that's basic information that if I went to someplace else, Wowhead or another blog, but it doesn't tell me within game, and that kind of irritates me because it's like, well, I have this 15 point and these 5 points and I want to put them on, but is 800 the max? Where's the max? Is it 810? Like, where is it? I think it's 850 if
850
if
there
I'm
is
wrong,
actually things for 850, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, because I got most people are at 800, like 780, 800, and I got a mission that was 830.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like at 25% success chance. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait because it says it's going to be there for another 6 days. I'll see if I can boost up some people. And
Yeah.
so I've been focusing on boosting up, one person to be able to do that one more successfully than, 25%. And that's great and everything like that. But it's like, okay, well, what if I don't do it within the 7 days? Like, how is that going to be? Is that
Yeah.
going to hurt me in some way? Because it's like for a quest. Well, I don't know what I could go look up with that quest. It's just kind of odd to me. The equipment slots, I like the idea of those,
Mm-hmm.
of opening up those for your minion people.
McTacky
And
says max is 850.
is it 850? Okay, McTacky's the knower of all things.
He is our lore checker.
Yes.
He's our red shirt.
Yeah, but yeah. So I was just, it's just kind of, I'm okay with it because I'm happy that I don't have 25 people to. That I do like. The
Yes,
fact that
there's
I
less
already have,
followers.
yeah, have one person that because you could only have the 5.
Yeah.
So I had to disentangle one person. What deactivate? Thank you is the right word.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had mixed feelings about that. I basically go, okay, well this person, I didn't know. I randomly picked somebody.
Yeah, I tried to
And-
pick
a
where I
destruction
had
warlock,
overlap of what the talents
People
they had
do.
were. So like if this one did this, then this guy did the same thing, and then this guy did this, and this other guy did the same thing. Then that one who had both can go away because I already have guys that do them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
But though now
tried to
that I
do
look at the one that I deactivated,
Mhm. Yeah, you keep going in and out, Hydra. I can't hear you now.
oh,
You deactivated and then you stopped. Now I heard O.
am I unmute? Can you
I
hear
don't
me
think so.
now?
I can hear you.
We
now.
can hear you now.
Oh,
I
I
don't
should
think
probably
it's
start-
something that you guys are doing. I think it's
That
something
might be
that's got to be
Discord.
going on system-wise.
Yeah.
Because you've
Oh.
both gone in and out
Yeah.
to me.
The other thing is what I did is as now my guys are getting to epic level
Yeah.
and not getting XP anymore, I've been deactivating them and activating the ones that I left behind to get them up. So kind of swap
Yeah, that
around
makes
to kind
sense.
of level everybody up to 850 and epic. I have a
makes sense.
lot of gear because I get it from either doing a lot of the missions or the thing in my
you
order
get
hall
gear
where I
for
can
missions?
buy them. You can.
You can.
Depends on the
Yeah.
I
mission.
don't think
Just like in your
Not your own
garrison
gear.
where you-
Not for you.
not for
Oh,
you,
okay.
for your boost.
Okay.
champion
Yeah,
boost.
that's why I was
Their
confused. 'cause
gear
I thought-
level.
Sorry, no,
Yeah,
champion arm gear.
Yeah, they have armor. Yeah, and then for things for their slots. Okay, got it. Sorry, I had that confused me. I had a moment.
Yes. Yes. So, and McTacky says don't activate them until you get your armors up or your missions get messed up. Yeah, they do tend to give you high level missions after a while, and you can't have the low guys do them as well, or you don't get as much from them. So, that's, I don't know. I like it. I think it's good because it's similar to what we had before, but there's less of it. Of course, now that I have a bunch of guys at 101 or 102, I like ran through all the order hall resources they all had. So now, using the app. So I would like be like, okay, send these missions out. Now, what's cool is you can get a guy to like 101, go through the order hall process of opening up the missions and getting your champions and getting your set of order hall resources that they give you right away, and then you
Okay.
can actually run the quests, the missions that give you XP. The
Oh,
pink
okay.
purple XP ones.
Yes,
And
yes.
you will gain, like, you don't even have to log into the person, and I like gained a level. Not logging into the guy.
That's
Just
true,
doing
huh?
XP missions. So
Yes.
just do the XP missions, don't have to log in, and you can get to 102. So
That is nice.
and then another one I did, didn't do XPs because it's the one I'm leveling with Zabby, so I didn't want to level too far ahead. So what I did was I was just getting all these items for my my weapon, and so I got logged in and I had like my bags was like full of the artifact power items. So that was kind of funny. So make sure you're checking your bags for oh look, I have all these artifact items. So any last words? I want to thank our tank and our healer? Do you want to say
That
who
is
they are?
Kata and Tyr. And if you want to raid with us, we are raiding Wednesday, Thursdays, and Mondays. I know,
That's
weird.
our raid days.
No, that's our raid night.
Is
It's
it?
the same
It
as
is.
ones.
From 8:30 to 10:30 a Pacific time. So you guys run earlier.
We do.
We run 8
Yeah, we're 8
Eastern
to
time.
11 Eastern time.
Yeah, they do 3
And
hours.
ours is 2 hours.
We do 3 hours.
Yeah, we do 2 hours. We're trying something new. We're trying three nights, 2 hours.
Yeah, they do 3
So-
nights, 3 hours, but a lot of people don't show up on Monday, so they don't tend to do it Monday at all. So
Well, see,
they
that's what we're trying to
They get through
avoid,
6
so.
hours Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Sarah can't do Monday ever, so while they have it, we lose 1 tank on Monday and may have to have a
That
pickup.
makes a problem.
So I think that I don't know if they ran on Monday. I'm probably going to be not doing Mondays. I'll probably do Wednesday, Thursday, unless we are all coming in because everybody's doing it. So
Yeah. So we the sleepless.info is where you can get more information with us, and we are running right now. It's we're hoping to keep that up. We are 5 out of 7. We kind of had a slow first week, but we're probably by the end of on Monday we'll definitely be 6 out of 7, if not 7 out of 7. Though we do have a lot of new people that we are integrating into our raid team and getting used to. So that's my excuse, because
there you go.
we should have had that. We should have had a Cenarius down.
Yes.
This last week.
You have to kill him 4 times because you got to get the things for that. What's great is I got an item from a mission, from a class hall mission, that told me I had to go kill the eye thing in there
Oh, okay.
after we had killed it for the week.
That's funny.
Darn, I gotta wait a week. So anyway, we probably should wrap this up. We've been going
Yeah.
for about an hour and a half, which is pretty good. So you can visit the home of TNB at twistednether.net and follow us on Twitter at twistednether. Hydra is at Hydrawr, HYDRAWR. Zabina is at Zabilox, and I'm at Fimless, FIMLYS. Zabby's is like easy for people to spell, I think, right? I shouldn't have to.
No, you shouldn't have to spell it.
I
It's
shouldn't
fine.
have to spell it. Zabilox with a Y. Zabilox with a Y. There is a Y in every one of our Twitter handles.
There is.
There is. Kind of cool. The website contains links to all the Twisted Nether goodness you could hope for, and then some. We are a proud member of D20 Catalyst, part of the D20 Crit Network. Check out all the great content over d20crit.com, and that is also where you will find our shirt, d20crit.com/loot. In the loot store, I think we're like on the last page because we're T for Twisted Nether. Check it out. I know Oz picked up one already. He told me he got one. Usually
I
it's
have
the
to
4
show
of us. It's the 3 of us
Yeah.
and Oz that buy them. But
I have to
you
show
know,
my husband, because
I
he
like
was
him.
really mad that I didn't buy him the shirt last year, and I was like, "Well,
well,
buy
if
it?
you get 2 at a time, I think that the shipping is less
well, yeah, I think
than
it
setting.
so,
Doing
I have to
separately.
order mine yet.
yeah.
I didn't get
So.
last year's.
Yeah, there is a white,
Yeah,
a black, a gray, and all new for this year, purple. So,
What do you mean all new? We've done every
we did
shirt
like
that
a
I've
pink.
gotten. No.
Yeah, but I
I've
think we
always
did
gotten-
them. No, the ones we
Oh,
did
I
on
did.
Spreadshirt, you could just pick whatever you wanted. We
That's
didn't
true.
specify. This one last year we didn't have a purple. We had gray and
I think I did gray. That's
Something
what I
else.
did, but I don't remember. But yeah,
Or two
I
different
think I'm
grades.
going to go for a purple. Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
I don't know. I just
got
like.
gray.
I'm a
so.
purple and red kind of gal.
I know.
So.
Me too.
Good colors. You can
Do you
contact
think I have
the
any
show.
problems? Oh, we're still
What?
podcasting. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm still doing the thing. You can contact the show via email, info@twistednether.net, and voicemail 407-705-3161. That's 407-705-3161. If you have any questions about the instance we did, or again, if you were watching the video and questions about my interface or anything like that, I don't know if I can answer the question, but ask. You know, great. Send us questions, answers, suggestions, comments, funny moments, tips, tricks, traps, troglodytes. We record live on Friday nights, and it's fine. starting
It is fine.
at
It is
8:30
fine.
Pacific or so. You can join us in the chat room on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/twistednetherblogcast or at twistednether.net/live. This week was our Just Us show. Let us know. I really, really want to hear your feedback on whether you like this format where we do an instance and we play a little bit and talk about the game and stream and have our videos. Hello. Make sure you do head over to Twitch to see the video. We'll post them there. I think that'll probably be the best place. So you can pick them up off our Twitch TV page. We'll get the link so that we'll put that in the show notes with the link to the video too. I don't know if I can embed it. I'll try.
Oh,
Are you guys doing something in the game? Because I can't.
We're taking screenshots of Zabby and Hydra next.
Oh, okay. Very cute. I tabbed out because
on
I was
our
reading.
bird mounts. It's awesome.
Oh, you have your bird mounts, yes.
I'm on my regal riding crane.
Yes. If possible, please leave us comments on iTunes and Stitcher. It's a great way to help us out. I don't know right now who our next guest is. I don't think we've booked one yet.
No, we haven't gotten there. If you guys have any suggestions, please email us at info@twistednether.net.
I think we thought of a couple possibly. I remember seeing a few.
You had sent, some suggestions.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry,
so
we'll get back to you
we
people.
should be back in 2 weeks on the 13th or 14th, somewhere around there of October, either with a guest or without, and then have a guest. Oh, I know what we were talking about. We're talking about having a BlizzCon roundtable as the next guest one, because that will be the last one before BlizzCon. BlizzCon's in 30 days, or we leave for BlizzCon in 30 days. So we have 2 more shows before BlizzCon. So one will be Just Us, and one will be a BlizzCon show.
I just want to let you all know I was giving excited faces because we found out that my sister-in-law is going to be drag her to our BlizzCon events.
She is what?
So I know.
Your sister-in-law what?
Oh, see, you're cutting out again. I'm sorry. My sister-in-law is going to be in town for BlizzCon, so I get to drag her to the BlizzCon events.
Awesome.
So she's very excited because she not only listens to us, but she listens to some other podcast people. And so I said she needs to give me a list, and I'm going to make it happen. Yes, she played.
Awesome.
I introduced her to the game within our first year of playing.
Cool.
So she,
awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so that's about it. We will be back in a couple weeks, and we'll talk to you later. 5.
5.
I'm sorry, Femless, for going undistracted. Oh, we're not yet done yet.
Thank you for visiting the Twisted Nether. Please watch our step.